Welcome to this Mangold tutorial about AI-generated transcriptions with Interact. This time-saving routine uses the OpenAI Whisper large language models and Python to automate transcriptions. Starting the process is easy enough. Open a data file containing one or more datasets with a valid file reference to an audio or video recording. Details on linking multimedia files to data will be discussed in another tutorial. As you can see, there is a file reference available for this dataset, and when double-clicking a timestamp, the referred to file opens. This means the link is valid. That is all the preparation required. You can even close the video to save computer resources. Switch to the Text tab, where we find the Auto-Transcribe command under Advanced Text Analysis. Select the Auto-Transcribe with Whisper command and wait for the Whisper settings dialog to appear. This may take a while the first time you use it, but once all modules are installed, it should be available within a few seconds. In this settings dialog, you can select a so-called large language model. Which model works best for you depends on the content and the available computer resources. These AI-based commands work best on systems with a powerful GPU, but we'll skip the technical details here. Read about the ever-changing requirements in the documentation. But don't select one of the large models unless you are sure your computer can handle the workload. The pre-selected base model already provides good results at high speed, so we'll stick with that in this tutorial. The routine automatically creates an SRT subtitle file. To save time, you can tell the routine to use available SRT files from previous transcriptions to create events in Interact instead of starting the transcription procedure all over. We suppose that you want to use the transcriptions in Interact. If not, untick this Add Transcripts as Interact Events option. If the voices of the participants in the recording are different enough, for example, male versus female versus infant, you can use the speaker identification. Specify the actual number of speakers in the recording for best results. To skip the speaker identification, set the max speakers value to 1 as well. Additionally, you can specify the export format to be used and whether the transcription should generate events per word or per sentence. Only use the highlight option if you plan to use the exported SRT file as a subtitle file for the recording. Last but not least, specify whether the resulting files should be automatically stored in the same folder as the original recordings, or that you want to choose a location manually at the end of the procedure. The last settings are automatically stored, so once you know what you need, you can skip all this and simply click OK to start the transcription. Again, the first time, it might take a bit longer to load the selected model. Once the transcription is finished, a new Interact data file is created and the auto-generated events are now available within the dataset. You can now verify the duration and the content of each event. To display the transcriptions in a column instead of at the bottom of the Interact window, go to the View tab and open the main layout settings dialog. Select as an additional column in the Show Transcripts section and confirm with OK. By the way, it is also possible to batch transcribe multiple videos with the same settings if you run the command on a data file holding multiple multimedia references, best linked to separate datasets. When multiple videos are linked to a single dataset, an additional dialog will appear, allowing you to select one or more source files for transcription to avoid repetitive transcription of multiple videos with the same audio track. Cool transcription-based routines like creating a word cloud, analyzing word counts, or labeling events with codes based on their respective transcription content will be covered in an additional tutorial. We are happy to speed up your research, so watch our other videos to learn more.